Look at that scrap with an older, I would say early 90s Mercedes there. Sounds like it's rocking some old school beats there. Anyway, I wasn't planning on doing a video here, but a walking video, but I gotta tell you, like a lot of people, this whole this stupid fucking mayor's idea to close half the street to traffic, it's absolutely ridiculous. And when I mean this street, I mean this is like the main fucking drag right here, man. La rue Saint-Catherine. Most important street maybe in the whole city. With all its hustle and bustle all the time. And look at that, there's a streetcar track still here, man. Last streetcars rolled off the tracks in 1959, man. Ha! Christ, that's 60 years ago this year, man. Anyway. That's pretty cool, eh? Kind of looks vintage there. Jack Jones. Yeah. Anyway, another good reason to open up the camera more, so to speak, there, and show you how fantastic this Nikon D500 is. Beautiful afternoon here. Fucking ugly ass Dodge. Excuse me, so-called Dodge. Yeah. So yeah, if you don't know, I got this camera a couple of days ago off Amazon. It was a box open, so they consider it used. But I don't think the camera was used at all because the lens cap, batteries, and all this stuff was already still wrapped. It's still in plastic, clear plastic. And man, I got it with the shipping for $226. $226. Yeah, you gotta have a camera on this corner, that's for sure. La rue Stanley, là. Urgence Santé, là-bas, là. Urgence Santé is the name of the paramedic service. Yeah. God, this camera, man, Jesus Christ. I gotta tell you, the more I use this camera, the more I realize that little Canon SXS 620 HS there, it's a good camera, but it's not amazing, quite frankly. I hate to say it. What's this? A little dart, eh? That was a failure, wasn't it? I used to work in this building right here. If any of this looks familiar, by the way, it's because I filmed a walk around this area on this street about a month or so ago. I don't know. This used to be a bookstore. Can you believe it? Look how slutty it looks. Look how sleazy this place looks. But I gotta admit, I mean, the lights at night are really impressive. Fuck, could light up a football field, Yeah. Victorian secret. I mean, it's not just catalogs anymore, eh? Or magazines. Every day is an endless stream of cigarettes and magazines, all into the one night stand. Huh? I know all the lyrics. I love that song. It's one of my favorites. Simon and Garfunkel, man. One of the more modern ambulances there. You can tell by just by the wheels, because before they were gray. But I'm noticing a drawback with this camera. I mean, I'll get used to the bulkiness and all that. For one thing, it's annoying how small, and the on and off switch is not in the best place. It's too small. But on the other hand, another thing that's really more annoying is that the batteries are fucking the fucking batteries are not even lithiums. They're alkaline batteries, which I can get lithium, but how long are they going to last, even if I get rechargeable ones? That's what I'm going to be curious to see and wonder. Boy, this is a fucking rat race if there ever was one down here, I'll tell you right now. That's one of the reasons why I don't like going on the street all the time, not as much as I used to. I don't like crowds, but it is an exciting street to be on. All these mixtures of shops and fashion and high society and people with a lot of money and people who are dead broke. That's a good restaurant there, that Basha. I haven't been there in a long time, though. Lebanese food is not my favorite, but I like it. And right here we're on Drummond Street, La Rue Drummond. Look at this beautiful old clock here at the old Bank of Montreal building with its Greek columns. And a building in this city is really old when it says bank at the top engraved, not banque. Not banque in French. Whoa, what's that? Oh, well, it looks like a Porsche, I don't know. Anyway, well, normally when I walk around here, I would go down Drummond Street right here because there's a fire station down there, but I haven't gotten a response there in a long time. I don't feel like fucking waiting around here and there. And anyway, we're just gonna keep floating along here, just like the song, float, float, float on, float on, float on. That's what I do, baby. Now, what's cool about this building right here is that at night, all those windows have neon around every one of those windows. Pretty cool for photos. And of course, they're still fucking building down there. They're still building. You know? And oh snap, they've got that spare Pierce over there? Oh man, I gotta go back there. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can do something here. Welcome to downtown Montreal, where colorless cars reign supreme everywhere. Black and gray and white and silver and black and gray and white and silver for everybody. It's their cars today down here are just about as representative as the city itself. Colorless gray streets and buildings and riches. Lots. I never seen a fucking time in my life where I've seen so many fucking luxury cars in my life down here. Audis galore and BMWs and Mercedeses and... Not that I don't like them. First of all, out of all of them, I'm not a huge fan of Audis. I don't see the big fucking deal with these cars. Hey, look at this police pack. Ex-police. Not a police car right now, that's for sure. It's kind of battered and here comes the scrap. Oh, a scrap with an ad wrap. Now that, on the other hand, is a little bit more interesting. Of course, the STM, or as I call them, the stupid transit motherfuckers, they specifically put scrap on this route. So they look like fucking glorified heroes there to... you know, the whole public transportation industry and rejuice. It's kind of clever, actually. Fossil. What the fuck kind of a name is that? Another stupid name. Jesus, Murphy. Oh, yeah. Anyway, whatever. Forever 21. Even for people who are even way older than me. Or so it would seem. Yeah, so they're gonna start they've already started construction several blocks down there closer to McGill. And they gotta change all the pipes. That's one thing. But to actually, like, you know, close one lane down or half the fucking street to traffic, another fuck you to the motorists here in Montreal, man. Seriously. It's really what it comes down to. You know? Why don't they just close the whole fucking Rue Sainte-Catherine to traffic? Nobody will be able to park anywhere? And the businesses will go out of fucking business because of that. Because not everybody takes the metro and bus. You know what I'm saying? You hear what I mean? But that's the way it is today, man. It's an overzealous world, unfortunately. And I'm glad to have a big mouth to really express how I feel about these matters. Meanwhile, the step vans making their rounds, all important to the survival of a major metropolis and handling transportation, or I should say mostly parcel goods and so forth. The fucking camera, how long did it stop recording for? Christ, I was just talking for nothing. I hate that. Another little flaw I've noticed with this thing. Anyway, now we're at Sainte Catherine and Crescent. This used to be a Burger King a long time ago. And now we're, like I said, at the High Roller Street here. Look at the cars, you can tell it's... wait till summer time comes, there's gonna be a fucking show here. Mustangs, Corvettes, Audi R8, fucking Bentleys, Rolls Royces, and the list goes on, because the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. You think I'm fucking getting rich, man? The only reason why I bought this camera was because of the fact that I got income tax return that came in, and that's the only good thing about being legally in my life. This is for a chain of clothing stores called Prohibition. It must be here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Fucking ridiculous. One of the stupidest things I ever heard in my life. What the fuck does Prohibition have to do with fucking selling? Drink socially. I used to drink more. I was never an alcoholic. That was my father's department. A real Mick, you know, and a good-looking Jeep. But what the hell does Prohibition have to do with selling clothes? I don't feel like going into it. You want to know what Prohibition is? Google it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Anyway, I've probably filmed a walk here before, maybe even more than once, actually. Look, there's a Concordia University bus. You know, years ago, these guys had some really nice classics. GM classics. They were ex-Utah Transit. They had, I don't know, 3, 4 of them. Now they got scrap. Yeah. Oh, look at this nice Western Star. I've seen you before, I'm sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta tell you, man, I like those Western Stars, these new models there, these new conventionals. They look like a cross between a fucking Mac and an International. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, by the way, it's incredible the amount of construction in the city. I was talking about that with my mom yesterday. Oh, look! Shit, look at that. There's an old Ford C8000 there, cab over. They're gonna make they're making a movie down there. That's awesome. Been a while since I've seen one of these. This truck's probably from the 80s or like early 90s. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna finish, do one more block, and that's it, that's all. As my father would say. Beautiful afternoon though. Beautiful afternoon. It's hard to see. And there you got, I think that's police station 20. Hey, station 20 there. Yeah. Wow, look at this guy's jacket, man. Man, that's funky. I'm all about the funk. Oh, look at that. They're going on patrol there. Same starter as a Crown Victoria, but not at all a Crown Victoria. You know? That cruiser does not look old either. I have this dream where I'm next to a police station, and this has happened once, but where you get them all coming out there practically, and they're on a major fucking emergency call, you know? Look at this fucking guy. Right. You know, I would have made a good snitch me. You know, with what I do? Look at this. Here's a Mustang. Ironically, what's under the hood of this thing? Same what's under the hood as that Taurus. Oh, that'd be a good thumbnail right there. Oh, daddy, the timing for everything. Hells yeah. Then you got this really old church here on the other side of things. You know, for the really goody-goody types there who have probably never done anything horrible in their life whatsoever. You know, the Ned Flanders type, you know. Hidely-ho, neighborino. Yeah. These guys are starting their shift out, it looks like. Yeah. Oh, you see that? That's one of those signs or one of these internal buzzwords that they're using this church to make a film or a TV show or something right now. And actually, it's funny because I had this vintage anatomy chart. You know, you would find like in doctors' offices and stuff like that. And I just sold it today. I made some good money on that actually. Like, well, for a guy who's broke ass like me, it's good money. And the chick who showed up to buy it, she works for a TV movie production company, and they needed it for a TV show, something with Just for Laughs. I'm like, cool, right on. Anyway, guys, I'm going to say battery power because this thing uses a lot of battery power, and I don't have rechargeables, and yeah, it's one of the things that doesn't impress me with this, unfortunately. Christ. So I don't know, whatever. So that's it, that's all there. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, rate, and comment, you know, yada yada, all that fucking happy horse shit. And as Nelson would say in The Simpsons, smell you later.